is up, guys? Welcome to Virtual Redban number 608. More PSVR2 games. Sony has just announced it comes out tomorrow. The new PlayStation Virtual Reality 2 headset comes out tomorrow. I am getting it tomorrow. And they, out of nowhere, just announced, I think, 10 more games. And some of them I've never seen before. Some of them are just games that are on other consoles. But we're going to take a good look at a bunch of those games. And so tonight's going to be, just a lot of us watching trailers and checking out some more games, which is pretty cool because they actually have been, that was one of the things that, we've been talking about, that we were worried about how many games are going to be released for this thing. And it looks like they doubled down. So we'll take a look at that and more. Hello, happy Tuesday. I am about to drink my first drink of the night, but I wanted to also at the beginning just do a little taste test. You might have heard of Prime before. This is Jake Paul's beverage company. It's actually pretty successful, I guess. I think the UFC even started making this like a official beverage of the UFC recently. Now the thing when I heard Jake Paul attached to it, I was like, I don't give a fuck about probably what is a horrible drink. Anytime like any kind of celebrity or even YouTuber and stuff like that has their own beverage, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. But then, I just was looking at it and I didn't know, it only has 20 calories, which I like that. So it's like a diet. You could say it's like a diet drink. It kind of reminds me of, I thought maybe like a Gatorade or something. But I guess it's pretty close to my favorite because I only drink pretty much liquid IV. And as you know, they're a sponsor of Kill Tony, but they're also one of my favorite beverages. I literally drink like 2-3 things of liquid IV a day. And it was very similar to that when it comes to like, what's in one of these things. This is packed with vitamins and electrolytes and all that stuff, and there's no sugars added to it. And one thing that I did recently is I bought a 12 pack, I think it was, on Amazon. It was pretty expensive, but I bought fruit punch. I'm a fruit punch boy. I like fruit punch. And I bought their fruit punch and of Prime. And at first I was like, holy shit, how is there no extra sugar in this? It just tastes like it's strong compared to like liquid IV. But I mix my own liquid IV and I mix it in one of these big ass water jugs. So it's kind of like a nice mellow fruit punch. It's my favorite drink from liquid IV. And the Prime one was just too strong and had a weird taste. It almost tastes like a popsicle, a melted freeze pop, those freezer pops. But, I bought a 12 pack of it. But in the last 2 weeks, I've been slowly like, well, I guess I'll have one of those super sugary primes, and I've actually grown to like it. It's still very sugary tasting and very kind of like very fake fruit punch taste, but it's grown on me. And I was telling somebody about this the other day, and they're like, dude, you have to get the ice pop one. This is the ice pop one, like the old freezer pop ones. And I was like, I don't know if I want any more of that Prime. It's just too much for me. I like liquid IV better. But he's like, trust me, dude. And then, after doing some research, this shit's hard to find. Like, they now finally have it on Amazon. They had it on Amazon for like $60. And I was like, I'm not buying $60 for that. But they finally had it at normal price, which is, I think, again, $25. And so I haven't had it yet. I haven't tasted it. Janice just tried it, and she hated the first one also. She hated it. I don't hate it. But I was like, hey, you know what? If it's anything like the first one, as sugary as it is, it probably will make a good mixer. And this doesn't have caffeine in it. As a lot of you know, I usually drink like a sugar-free Red Bull and some Tito's or whatever. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to take a test of this live. I have not tried this yet, and I'm going to mix it tonight. So hopefully it is as sugary as the last one. So here it is. Here's my taste test of the Prime. And just to let you know, this is one of my favorite popsicles. The red, white, and blue jet pops, bomb pops, or whatever you call it. It smells just like that. All right, so this is, here it is. Wow. Holy shit, that is good. It is very sweet, not as sweet as the fruit punch, and it's not that. It's like a nice mellow, like it tastes like the white part of one of these popsicles, I guess. Very good. Wow, very surprised. That's very refreshing. That tastes exactly like an ice pop. Damn, that's good. Wow, I recommend that one. All right, now let's see how it tastes. I don't know if it's going to be a good mixer though, because it's not as sweet and it's clear, so it looks like I'm just drinking straight vodka. I definitely poured too much vodka in it, but as a mixer, it's not bad. Oh God, yeah, I definitely poured. I need to mix it better, but not bad. So there you go. Try it out if you see it. You know, you can buy these in single bottles. So if you don't want to buy a whole just 12 pack or whatever, I think they sell them at like GNC. They sell them at weird places, but I definitely recommend this flavor. Fruit punch, not so much, but this one pretty good. So there you go. Cheers, guys. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, I need more, less. Wow. Anyways, if you want one of these Death Squad mugs, you know where to go. You can go to. I'm mixing this up a little bit because you know where else you can go to? I usually say shopsquad.tv, but you could also go to deathsquad.tv. That's right, the original website. Because you could also click on Shop Squad at the top and go there if you want to get a mug, hat, maybe a shirt if there's any left. You could also check out every episode of Kill Tony. That's right, every single episode of Kill Tony is here, including this Monday's episode, which I thought was a great episode with Jim Florentine, Punky Johnson, and Eddie Pepitone. And if you haven't seen the Ali Makovsky episode, I think that's one of my favorite episodes ever. I think it's just madness. It's out of control. It's very long, and it has such a good arc to it. It starts off like, what the fuck, the whole entire episode, and then it totally does a 180 and becomes one of the best episodes ever. You could also get the YouTubes here, Kill Tony YouTube, my YouTube, what you're watching right now. But anyways, DeathSquad.tv is the home of all the podcasts I've ever done. And you could also hit my Instagram there. There's all my little tags and stuff, including going to ShopSquad.tv. But when you're at Death Squad or Shop Squad, you might see this little thing that says tour dates right here. You can come get tickets to see us live. We do Kill Tony every Monday, and every Thursday we have the Secret Show. And this Secret Show this week, like all the other ones, are very fun. It's usually about 15 comedians, and there's usually music, and it's just a big party. If you've ever wanted to see a shitload of stand-up comedy, this is a rapid-fire comedy show. It's just comic after comic after comic. And that's every Thursday here in Austin, Texas at the Vulcan Gas Company. But you might also see this right here, Brian Redban Live. What is this? That's right, I am doing a full set, a headlining set in Austin. It's been a while since I've done a headlining set. Honestly, it's pre-COVID. I've been just doing these secret shows so much and just, comedy around Austin that I haven't done a full hour set in a while. So if you've ever wanted to see me do a whole hour, see my headlining set, which is it's going to be a lot of fun. I am doing one show, and that's next month at Cap City Comedy Club. It's the newest comedy club that has opened in Austin. I mean, Rogan's new club's about to open, but this one opened about a month or two ago, I think, a couple months ago. And this used to be one of the only comedy clubs in Austin. It first opened in 1986, and this was where, if you ever saw that video I made called Jew Clam with Ari Shafir, or if you ever seen A Little Austin, the old Joe show that I did with Little Esther and Joey Diaz and Joe Rogan, that was all here at this comedy club. And then they closed down during COVID. And they opened up a new location, brand new, at one of the nicest malls in Austin. And I heard it's just a sweet new club. So check it out. It's March 15th, one show. I'm bringing William Montgomery and some other surprises. So get your tickets. Go to capcitycomedy.com. That's March 15th. Or again, just go to deathsquad.tv or shopsquad.tv and click on tour dates. Boom. You could also send me an email. You could also send me a P.O. box if you want to send me something. I always like to open them here on the show. So if you want to give me some presents, or if you have a VR thing that you want to send me, or you're a company that just want to show off some weird random product, send it there. Send me an email there. This is um, very interesting, this drink. Okay. Boom. Uh, Before we go into the news and stuff, how are you guys doing in the chat room? Well, I am streaming right now on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And yeah. By the way, if you're on YouTube, you should always, or you should check out the new members only thing that I have on YouTube. It's $5 a month, and it gets you deleted episodes. Like, I think yesterday's episodes are deleted, or at least one of them, one of the two are deleted. And, anytime there's like a deleted episode, I usually put them in the members only thing. Usually it's because of copyright music and stuff, or it's just like, no one needs to see this, but if you guys want to see it, you can, I guess. But I also do just random videos there all the time. There's some funny videos of my dogs and things like that there. So become a member. It's only $5. Also, this tie-dye shirt that I'm wearing right now, I wanted you guys to check this out. I got to see if I can find this guy's, shit, I don't know where it would be. Let's see if I can find this guy's Instagram. Here it is. I found out this guy on TikTok, and I think he's pretty popular on TikTok. And he makes these homemade tie-dye shirts, and he's just one of the best. And he sells out pretty quick. He's not cheap. And when I was a hippie, I used to love me some good tie-dye shirts. But half the tie-dye shirts you get nowadays, they're not even tie-dye. They're like printed to look tie-dye, or they're just mass-produced, and they all kind of look the same. But if you check out this one's just really cool. And on the back, it has like this weird looking thing that almost looks like an alien. Anyways, I might just give this guy a shout out because I got my shirt in, and it's just so good quality. I don't know if you guys like tie-dye shirts. I'm a fan of them. They're kind of hard to wear out though in public. Everyone thinks you're a hippie and shit, but I just think they're kind of cool. Just wild. Anyways, if you're looking for some quality tie-dye shirts, not a sponsor, just me giving a shout out to this guy. Check out this guy on Instagram. There you go. I don't know if you guys can read that. His tie-dye shirt. Hold on, let me make this better. I need to like do this proper. Like make scenes and shit like that. His name is Tide and Trues. Tide _N _true _dies. Yeah, it needs a little bit better name, I think. But just look at some of his work. I mean, just amazing tie-dyes. And what he does is he usually posts one. Like, look at this one. Isn't that fucking just crazy? So psychedelic. This is a woman's shirt, extra large. But just, quality-wise, he just does such very cool designs. And, maybe you guys should also look him up on TikTok. You might have seen him on TikTok. He's pretty big on TikTok. And he does all kinds of things, including like hoodies and stuff. And just really psychedelic fucking shit. If you are, and he does some fun stuff too. Like you could actually, I think you can even like send him a shirt and he'll tie-dye it. But like I said, it's a little pricey. I think this shirt was, I want to say it's like $70 or something like that, which is, it is pricey, but it's just amazing. Let's show him do some stuff. Look at that. He just does really cool shit. Is there any sound here? Nope. I don't know. Yeah, it's handcraft. He makes them, and his TikTok just shows him all the different fun things he does to make some of these. Look at that though. That's next level tie-dyeing. But yeah, and he does like projects. If you want him to do something cool, he does. Like, look at that. That's how interesting is that? That's one thing I kind of want to get into. I never did like the tie-dye packs that you get like at whatever Marshalls or something like that, you know, and I never got into that, but I feel like I would have fun with it, just playing with all the different designs. Ice Cube shirt. And the guy's super, wow, look at his Purple Rain shirt. I mean, come on. Whoa. Whoa. Damn. That is fucking gangster. But check him out again. Tell him Brian Redban sent me if you end up talking to him. He's super nice, as you would. I mean, would you think a guy that makes tie-dye shirts is a cunt? But yeah, check him out. His name is Tide_N_True_Dies. There's a better look right there. Check him out. So there you go. You goddamn hippies. You guys like tie-dye shirts? Or am I the only goddamn hippie? Yeah, and can't you tell how like just different they are? I mean, let me just show you mine more. Well, I mean, this on the front, the back. I wish I could show you my back without having to take off my shirt, but maybe I will some other day. But on the back, there's like this weird looking face. It almost like mine was called like alien something because the back just looks like an alien tie-dye face. It's weird. It's kind of trippy. Yep. Yep. Oh, I say the magic word tie-dye, and Casio, with her new computer, has entered the chat room. What's up, Casio? Hope you're playing with us tonight. We had a lot of fun last night on last night's episode, going to a bunch of places. I did not have fun, though. I have some news. My Varo Arrow has failed again. That's right. You heard me. My Varo Arrow started fucking up the last two episodes, but fucked up last night. And I think one of the problems is, but I don't think it's the only problem. One of the biggest problems with the Varo Arrow is the high-end headset that I have that I've already got repaired once. There's a little breakout box where it's the box that hooks up to your computer, that hooks up, your HDMI goes in your computer, USB, and then has a cable going out of the box that goes to your headset. But one thing is there's a power plug that plugs into the wall, and it's just like a pin. It's one of those like things you just plug in. It's like a pin. But if you slightly move that box, that power thing just slides out. So I need to make some kind of clamp, or I need to tape it, because literally if you just move the cable a little bit, it just unplugs and then unplugs your headset and it causes havoc. That was one of the problems I was having last night, but I was just having mass problems with it. So then I tried to go. I've been charging up my Oculus Pro. I have not used it because it started failing, and I was like, you know what? There's been some updates. I reinstalled my NVIDIA drivers after my Varo was fucking up. It's like, let's try that out again. Maybe one of these updates fixed it. And it's been on my charger. It showed it was charged, and it wasn't charging. It was doing the problem where it was said it was charged, and it wasn't, so it was dead. I was like, holy fuck. Two of my high-end headsets are both fucked. So guess what I went back to? That's right. The old reliable, and still, in my opinion, the workhorse tank, the Valve Index. So that's right. I am back on a 4-year-old headset, the Valve Index, and honestly, I went back to it last night, and I didn't think it was going to be, I thought it was going to suck because I'm so used to like higher visuals and stuff, but you know what? It was fine. It felt comfortable. It worked. The audio was good. The mic was good. I didn't have all these stupid contractions to fix the mics and everything. And it felt good to be back on the Valve Index. So there you go. I am back on the Valve Index again. Look for an update on all that drama soon. I don't even know what I'm ready to do. I don't know what I'm ready to do. Fucking annoying. I wish, tomorrow when I get the PlayStation VR2, I wish I could just plug that into the computer. But that is not an option. What else is going on, guys? Index is always king for PC at the moment. I know, obscure. I can't believe it. Between the the Varo Arrow. And let me tell you, Obscure, I had a problem with my old Varo Arrow before they fixed it, and they sent me a whole new one. So it is actually a big problem because that little power thing should not slide out so fast. Let me show you. I think I can grab it. Okay, here's the box. This is for Obscure. Get all these other cables out of here since they're unnecessary. So there's that little hole right there. That's where the power slides in. And literally, it's just a little plug that plugs in. So anytime one of these cables moves, that just slides right off. Like it's not like a plug. It's more like a. And when I first got it, I was like, oh, okay, I wonder if this is going to have the same problem. And I plugged in. I'm like, well, it is a little tighter. But since the one thing they tell you to do is to unplug it every time you're done using it because you don't want to get burn-in, this is what they tell you. It loosens that hole up or something because now, last night, I plugged it in and I even like had it pushed up against like this carpet. I had like this carpet against it. So I was like, all right, it won't go now. And still, like within like 3 minutes, I must have moved one of these cables and I look down and it's just sitting on the unplugged. This is a huge problem with the Varo Arrow. I mean, it's a deal killer for me. I think it's one of the dumbest things ever about the Varo Arrow. I'm telling you right now, by the way, guys, this Prime and vodka, now that I have it mixed properly, is fucking amazing. There's no solid connection, yes, on that. What else is going on, guys? Male comedians don't want me to make it because they know they won't stand a chance against me getting all the hot women in the room. Oh my. Redban loves booty water. You clearly have diabetes. Actually, I don't. I get my blood tested every 6 weeks because I'm on T. And I had a little bit of high cholesterol last time, and I fixed that mostly because I started eating a little bit better. I started eating HelloFresh and Factor instead of eating Uber Eats almost every day. And actually, my cholesterol is now back to normal. Anything else I have? Vitamin D deficiency. But a lot of people have that. But I've been taking vitamin D, and now that's normal. Yeah, pretty much. I'm good. And I've lost... yesterday, 2 days ago, I weighed in. I've lost 12 pounds in about a month and a half. I know you can't really tell. I can kind of tell on my face a little, I think. But yeah, 12 pounds just from switching to HelloFresh and Factor and more, not eating Uber Eats as much. It's so easy to eat Uber Eats, man. It's like, you know what? I just want Chick-fil-A. I want a fucking chicken sandwich. Oh, I want Five Guys. Oh, I want. But yeah. Have you seen the AI generated Seinfeld called Nothing Forever? When I saw it, it reminded me of something you would. Yeah, I thought it was funny. I mean, I tried watching it. It's AI Seinfeld. It was artificially written in the style of Seinfeld, mixed with video that was artificially made. That was just, I mean, it was crazy looking video. It was like super 8-bit, not even 8-bit. But that's not on anymore. They got in trouble because I guess the AI went crazy and started being racist or something. I forget. Look it up. It's yeah, it's not on anymore. But I thought it was funny. It ran 24 hours a day. It was totally dumb. None of it really made sense much. It was really stupid. But I like the idea that it was just like a 24-hour show, all AI. I thought that was cool. I'm all in on this AI shit, guys. I know it freaks a lot of people out, but I think it's fucking cool, that new AI Bing and all that stuff. Maybe we'll have a whole episode devoted on that because there's some fun shit going on in that world, including Midjourney, which is what I use a lot. There's a website I can show you guys if you guys use Midjourney. It's called Midjourney Prompt Helper. Now, this is a website you can go to. Let me just clear the last thing I did on here. If you guys use Midjourney, this is something I recommend. It's a website that just helps you do Midjourney. And like you start typing here, like, you start typing here, like woman making a baby, but baby looks like Abe Lincoln, ER. Did I spell Lincoln wrong? Anyways, emergency room. How about having a baby instead of not making a baby? That would be sex, Brian. So say like you have a woman having a baby, but baby looks like Abe Lincoln. Emergency room, in emergency, whatever. Well, you go down here and you could like choose all the different styles. So if you want it like 80s style, or if you want it Da Vinci drawing, dark matter. Anyways, let's just see. You know what? I want to see what 80s style that would be. 80s. Hit continue and say like you can come here and look at the lighting, what kind of lighting you want, like glowing, glow stick, sunlight, whatever. You can even choose the camera if you want a telephoto lens or satellite lens. That's ridiculous. Anyways, you go through all this. You can even pick out, what was the other one? Artist. So if you want it like a certain, like, you know, Andy Warhol or Banksy, or who's somebody that would be fun to do this? Salvador Dali? Yeah. Let's see what Salvador Dali's style would be. Anyways, it does all the styles, and then it makes it for you what you just copy it into Midjourney right here. You copy that. Why don't we do this while we're doing it, just so I can show you what it looks like. I'll see what comes up with. So then you just paste it into Midjourney, and it gives you all the things. So the website is noonshot.com. Noon, Noon, shot, SHOT.com. Or I'm sure if you just type in Midjourney prompt helper on Google. Anyways, I just thought this was like a fun thing I found today. And wow. And you know, you got to play around with Midjourney more, you know, like of course woman having a baby but looks like Abe Lincoln, emergency room. I'm not even I don't think this is going to be this is going to be some creepy ass shit. God, what it came up with is actually very disturbing. Let me see if I can even show you this. Let's see, how do I do this? Let's see if I can show you this. Is this it? Yeah, it is, Brian. All right, so there's what? Okay. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting something gross. Yeah. I don't know what this is, guys. It's all gross. That was just all gross. Yeah. But there you go, guys. That's a little fun tip for you guys if you're into the old Midjourney, which, you know, and that's what I use. I'm kind of getting tired of it though. You know, it fucks up a lot of faces. Like it'll be like something cool, and then like the hands will be all creepy. They can't do hands. Holy shit. I was just saying they can't do hands, and I looked at the photo I just showed you. Just to give you an example, like I don't know why AI fucks up with hands so much. Let me just show you this. Wait, what happened to it? Wait, it just went away. Oh, I guess I have to open it again. Open in browser. I was just saying, oh, you know, they fuck up with hands, and I look at these hands, and I'm like, I mean, how many fingers is that? And they're like, if you look at the hands, they're like melted together, and they look stubby, right? But then I look down on the bottom picture and look at these hands, dude. It's gonna freak you out. Look at that hand around that baby. What is wrong with that hand? That's like a monster. There's like two dicks hands. No wonder the baby's freaking out. And look at the baby's face. Yeah, you know, they fuck up with faces a lot, like noses and stuff. It's really hard sometimes to get like, because there's so many weird fuck ups, but mostly hands. But I mean, it is Salvador Dali, and it is like shit of nightmares, I guess. All right. Let me. Any more comments, real quick? I'll go through. Yeah. Does anyone know if I plug my this headset into a power supply and the PC? I think you just plug it into your PC, and your PC powers it when it's plugged in. But you should charge it up before you plug it into your computer, because I think it slowly drains. Maybe. Again, I don't use Oculus. Maybe somebody in the chat room could help you a little bit better than me. While we get through the news. You guys ready? Here we go. This is going to be fun, though. This is going to be, like, I'm just going to smoke green tea half this, while we do the news. We're just going to look at some new video games from PlayStation VR2. It comes out tomorrow. It is dropping tomorrow. The reviews have already been in. We looked at a lot of reviews on yesterday's episode. We showed two of their biggest games, Star Wars and Horizon, and they got pretty decent reviews. The actual headset has gotten pretty good reviews. It's looking like it's going to be pretty positive for Sony's PlayStation VR2. Is it going to sell? That's a whole different story. I personally think that a lot of people that have the PlayStation 5, I mean, you already spent some money. And I think those people are they want to support the PlayStation and buy all the shit for it, and they got extra money. They got a PS5. They're going to spend some more money to get the VR2. I think it's going to do pretty good. I don't think it's going to do good at the beginning because of how they launched it. They did pretty much a soft launch where they didn't put it on Amazon to pre-order or Best Buy or GameStop. You can only order it through Sony's website, and that was very peculiar. And I think it's because they are just, they're doing a soft launch. Like when a restaurant opens, they have a soft launch where they kind of open the doors but don't really advertise it, and just so that everyone could get trained, the new waiters and stuff. They call that a soft launch, and I think that's what they're kind of doing for this, so that when Apple announces their new headset, then they're going to be like, bam, they're going to go crazy in the advertising, say, hey, look at all these games we have, because it's been 6 months, and stuff. We talked about all this yesterday. If you missed it, you're fucked. But let's start off right with this. I got to get out of that baby thing and switch to over here. This is from Eurogamer.net, one of the ugliest websites on the internet. And it's way over here. Anyway, Sony announces 10 more PlayStation VR 2 launch window games ahead of tomorrow's release. First up, I'm just going to go through this, by the way. I don't have this in order as the thing, but this is where I'm pulling a lot of these from. The first one that I have loaded up is something that, it's called Another Fisherman's Tale right here. This is the sequel to Interspace VR's 2019 recursive puzzler, A Fisherman's Tale. I have never heard of this. Is this a fishing game? Let's find out. Here is the new launch announcement trailer. God. We'll check this out together. If you want to watch this or any of these ones I'm showing you, they're actually all on PlayStation's YouTube page. All right, so let's check out this. This is called Another Fisherman's Tale. One of the new games being released, I guess, with the new VR that comes out tomorrow. Oh, it's got alcohol and nudity in it? What the hell? Wait a second. Why is this not playing now? Oh my God. Hold on a second, guys. Hold the oh, that's why. There we go. Wait a second. What the hell? How are you guys even hearing me right now? This is working, right?
Now, stop me if you've heard this one before.
You always say that, Papa.
Ha! And yet you never stop me. But this time, my plans had gone
What's that dude's head?
to pieces.
Tell the
fuck?
story. Tell it.
AI
tell
hands.
it.
But of course.
Once or twice upon the
How have I not heard this game? Look at all these. This has won a lot of awards. A Fisherman's Tale, at least, has won a lot of awards.
tide, I became a fisherman, following my father's plan and fishing.
Cool, his
for
hand pops
my
out.
father's pride.
I had set sail on my greatest adventure.
So it looks like your hand could fly out, and you could like get new upgrades for your hand, and I guess maybe your head. I don't know where his head is. That's kind of cool.
To discover the fabled Isle of Libertalia. You remember, I told you of Libertalia, Nina.
The land of true freedom.
Once or twice upon a time, I was a young fisherman, weighing anchor with no plan, whether be ugly or fine.
That actually, you know, it's not like it's winning any awards for graphics, but it looks like that's a fun play mechanic, having your hands shoot out and grab things. What is that old game that used to be on Nintendo NES? Is it Strider or something like that, where you used to be able to shoot like a... Was it Strider? I'm sure none of you guys know what I'm talking about. You're like 20 years old, 18-year-olds. Yeah, that looks good. So that is one of the games, I guess, that is coming out, if not tomorrow, very soon. This is one of the, supposedly, one of the launch games, the new launch games. All right, what else do we have here coming up? Oh, this game is not coming to the PlayStation VR, but we'll talk about that at the end, because that is a great announcement right there. What else we have? We have Star Tenders. Yeah, this is something which seems crazy to me. I've not heard of this either. Star Tenders Intergalactic Bartending, which serves up a spot of cocktail making silliness. And I guess it's there's also a version for the original PSVR, but there's also the PSVR2. The name of this just sounds crazy to me, so I wanted to check this out. A bartending video game. So this is called Star Tenders.
Wow!
What the hell? Wow, you did it!
Nice.
So this is kind of reminds me of like Work Simulator or something like that, where you're just working, and that's cool. This looks fun. This looks like a silly game. This looks like from the maker of Job Simulator. I wonder if it is.
Please, don't do that.
This has to be from the makers of Job Simulator. It's the same
shiny.
voices. If it's not, they should sue.
Get ready, Star Tender. You're up.
So this comes out tomorrow. I really want to know if this is from the maker of Job Simulator. If anyone knows, let me know in the chat. But one of the first comments, this game was actually surprisingly fun on the Quest 2. Definitely impressed me more than I expected. So yeah, that actually looks like a fun, silly game. And if it's anything like Job Simulator, then that's probably good. We'll get back to that. What else do we have up? What's up next? Oh yeah, this is a game. Now, do they even? It's called Gorn. This launches on March 16th. So this launches about a month later. But it's a smash 'em up. So let's check this out. This is called Gorn. I don't think I've heard of Gorn. Gorn has been out for years. Wow, I haven't seen it, and it's coming to the new PlayStation VR2 next month. So, and by the way, a lot of these games have been out on PC and other things for a while, but it, supposedly the PlayStation VR2 has, like upgraded graphics in a lot of these games or new additions. So let's check out Gorn. Whoa. This is like some gladiator shit, it looks like. Oh, you got your hands. What is this guy doing a rap for? Whoa. This looks sweet. This looks fun. So this... what is those heads? Oh my god. Well, that looks fun. So, yes, like Kay said in the chat, I guess this game has been out for a while. It's pretty much like a gladiator game. That looks pretty fun. What else do we got, though? Okay, this next one, let's see. It's called, let's see where it is. Oh, I just spoiled a other article. Ah, God, I am fucking up. We'll look at that in a second. All right, guys? The next one we are going to is called Knock. Where is that? Is that even on this list? All right, Knock Bow and Arrow Soccer. I think we've actually taken a look at this already, but this is a game coming again next month, March. So it's not going to be exactly when it launches, but it'll be like a month later. And it blends archery and football for a spot of high-stakes sport action. I actually think we looked at this recently, but this is an announcement trailer that was announced 12 hours ago. So maybe this is a new announcement, or maybe I'm thinking of another game. Here's Knock. Sounds like some copywritten music I'm dealing with on this one, though, unfortunately. I might have to... Oh, yeah. I remember this. This looks fun. This kind of looks like whatever that... What's that one game where you're... the classic game where you're like car soccer. Yeah, we took a look at this already. This looks fun. This definitely looks like that other game with the cars, though. It's Rocket League. Exactly. Obscure nerd got it right there. It is Rocket League with arrows and stuff like that. But still, Rocket League's pretty popular. And the ideas of archery. That sounds fun. And this ending is doesn't need to be this long. There you go. There you go. All right. What do we have up next? Oh, this one. Now... I don't know if we saw this one recently also, or did we just talk about the idea of this? This is called Unplugged Air Guitar. And I think this is also maybe a game that's already been out for a while. But I believe it's going to be kind of like one of those rock band music games. It's featuring tracks from Ozzy Osbourne, The Offspring, and Weezer, and other bands that need the extra money. Let's take a look at this. I don't know how much audio I'm going to be able to play. Maybe they won't have the music in the trailer, though. All right, this is called Unplugged Air Guitar.
Hey, mother... Guess who's here?
Oh, God.
From Steel Panther. You are ready
Oh,
to rock.
that's a dude from Steel Panther. I love Steel Panther. That's cool that he's in this.
Don't be shy. This is the real deal. Strum with energy.
Do you guys know Steel Panther, by the way? So there used to be at the Comedy Store in LA, there used to be a, what's that shit called? Not a Hard Rock. Oh God, it's one of those music owned by like Dan Aykroyd. House of Blues. Jesus. There used to be a House of Blues across the street. They tore it down since then. Now there's this huge hotel or something. But and Steel Panther was a band, and I think from LA, but they used to perform every week there, and I think that's where they like practiced and became big. And we'd go there all the time and just watch this band called Steel Panther. They're fucking amazing. Like Joe Rogan is the one that turned me on to them, and we used to go just sit up like in the balcony all by ourselves and watch this band called Steel Panther. And they're pretty much, you know, the best way I guess would they're kind of like, you ever see that movie, you know, Turn It Up to 11, that old fucking classic comedy movie Spinal Tap. They're pretty much like a band like Spinal Tap, where they're overdoing it, almost exaggerating, and they just fucking, it's a fun time. If you guys ever get the chance to see Steel Panther, I highly recommend it. But yeah, that's why when I first saw this, I was like, whoa, this dude looks so ridiculous. It's like, because that's like the whole thing about Steel Panther. They're like over the top ridiculous hair metal band, kind of like, you know, Spinal Tap. Yeah. So, all right, this is great.
Put on that leather and rock on! Let's do this!
Oh gosh, I don't know this music though. I gotta. Anyways, so yeah, it looks like it's a kind of like anything else. It's like a music. I have to like talk about. I have to talk over this music right now. So yeah, this looks like kind of like a rock band song, I guess, and you know, perfect for VR, I guess. They do need some kind of like controller though, like fake guitar though. I think it would be so much better if you have a fake guitar. That was the best part about Rock Band. I used to have the Beatles Rock Band or whatever that one is called, but I threw it away. Anyways, that's already available now, even though the headset doesn't come out till tomorrow. So there you go. That looks like that would be fun. Air guitar. Yep. Okay. What do we have next, Brian? Okay, this next one is called Sushi Ben. Now, this one says it's later this year, so I don't know what that means. Anyways, it's an adventure in which players attempt to save a local sushi restaurant for going out of business. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. So, all right, this is called Sushi Ben. Like the name. Oh, this looks like Katamari graphics.
Good job!
This looks silly. I like the graphic style, definitely. It looks very Japanese. But these kind of games end up being really fun. So there you go, Sushi Ben. That actually looks silly and fun. I like the graphic style too. Oh God. Hatoful. Huh? So that comes out later this year for the PlayStation VR2. It's called Sushi Ben. I thought that looked great. Now, this next game is not a new game. I don't even know if it's on this list. I found this actually myself. This game has already been out for a while, I believe, but this is I guess a new edition of it. Boxing in VR. While it seems like very dangerous, it's probably destroyed many of the TVs. But a lot of people love fucking boxing, and this game, Creed, I know a lot of people have told me that they love this game, but this is, I think, a new version of it for the PlayStation VR2. This is called Creed Rise to Glory, but this is the Championship Edition. So this is a new game that is also coming out, and yeah.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
This looks great.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of. I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work.
Oh God, I just noticed this music. Who's playing this fucking music? God, I just realized it. I gotta.
You rise.
What is this music? This might be some. Who is singing this song, anyways? There you go. That's Creed. I guess this comes out April 4th. Championship Edition. Honestly, that looks badass. And I think it's pretty funny that I'm looking right here. It says MGM. Is this like the same MGM guys from Vegas that owns almost every single hotel? Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. Like, I saw this thing on Vegas hotels the other day, and like literally, they're all owned by like two companies. All the hotels, like MGM. Am I thinking of MGN? Not, this is MGM. Wait a second. Is it MGN? All right, now I'm fucking confused. Is it MGM? No, it's MGM, right? Yeah, it has to be MGM. It's boxing, right? MGN. No, it's MGM. Oh my God, that's so weird. Anyways, like MGM like has a hotel, you know, in Vegas, but they also own like every other hotel. Like they own like Mandalay Bay. They own like a fucking Luxor. They own like almost every hotel. There's like two companies. Is it MGN or MGM? Oh my God, I'm so confused. That is so weird, dude. It's one of those things, like when you say a word, it's MGM. Okay. That's one of those things, though, where I was saying it, and it's like, you know, when you say a word that you say all the time, and you're like, elbow. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Don't you hate that when you say a word and it doesn't sound right? You're like, elbow? Elbow. No, it's not elbow. What? All right, this next one I'm going to show you is not anything new, but it is the first time it has finally been updated. Grand Theft Auto 7 or Grand Theft Auto 7. I wish. What the fuck is going on? Wait, what happened? Nope. Hey, stop. Gran Turismo 7. Which is Gran Turismo series has always been one of my favorite games. I have actually not played the new Gran Turismo, but they just got it. It just got a new update. And not only is this new update allow you to play it in VR, it's also added some new stuff. And I think this trailer tells you all the stuff that has been updated. So let's check out this new update for one of the best driving sims, I think. Okay, I just want to say right now, having a steering wheel is something I've never bought a steering wheel, you know. I've always kind of wanted one off, you know, low key. But using a steering wheel plus PlayStation VR2, that just seems I might have to do this. I might have to do this, guys. This might be the first time I buy a steering wheel. Looks so beautiful. But I mean, Gran Turismo has always had ridiculously good graphics, even at the beginning. Wow, that's awesome. This might be the first time I buy a steering wheel for sure, though. I mean, that's just, I think, amazing. So there you go. There's some new announcements for games. I think we got most of them. There's a few that I just kind of skipped because I know we've already talked about, or they just, and I had no idea. It's like one of those who gives a fuck. And as you might know, there was one more Sony article that you guys already saw a sneak preview for, and that is how to watch free porn on your PSVR2. I saw this article, and I was like, we got to talk about this. I didn't think this would be possible since that this is locked to your PlayStation. Like, how are you going to be able to watch porn on your PSVR2? There's currently 2 ways to watch free VR porn. There's a RAD method and the web browser method. The first method, you access free VR porn via an app. The second method, you stream VR porn for the PSVR2 in the PS5 web browser. So I guess the first one, you download an app. It's called RAD. And you download some VR porn videos. I guess you can go online and find some. And you're pretty much just watching movies on your PlayStation 5. And your headset. Oh, God, what is this? Why is there music playing? I hate when ads do that. You can't do that shit. And I guess the second one is as easy as that. You just open up the PS5 web browser. And you go to a website that uses it. And if you want these instructions, you can just search for this. I wasn't really going to get detailed into that. I thought it was just interesting that you could do it. I wouldn't even think that you could do it. You know, for some reason, I thought that shit was locked down, so you couldn't do fun stuff like that. All right, last news story, guys. Oh, I haven't even smoked green tea, but that's a perfect time for this next one. Hold on a second. Before we do the last news story, let me just smoke a little green tea. I'm wearing the appropriate shirt for this. You know. Here we go. How are you guys in the chat? Luis J. Gomez has a VR porn addiction. It's so funny that I don't. I get it, though. I mean, we did a virtual Redban episode all about this back in the day. And I was amazed by how the technology has improved. And I should probably do a new update on all this in the future. But it's one of those so unnecessary things, you know? It's like, I could use my fucking cell phone. I don't need it, you know? I don't know. If I had to be like, man, this ain't working anymore. I need something else. I don't know. I don't know. Seems like too much. Research. I get that. What else, guys? Redban, you went to get direct drive. Don't cheap out. Oh, for the steering wheel? Trust me. Do you think I'm gonna fucking cheap out? Does it look like I'm fucking collecting coupons to get a steering wheel for my PlayStation? Casio, Metro, Goldwyn Mayer, whatever, Goldwyn Mayer. You know that's MGM is not the same as the MG. I always thought MGM in Vegas was the same as MGM, like the movie studios or whatever. Not the same company. I think they used to be back in the day, but it's a totally different company. Isn't that weird? It's like almost like they shouldn't be allowed to do that somehow for some reason. Like it seems like a trick. Well, I came here because I'm a movie fan. Oh, an obscure nerd says, I think he was talking about that music game that we were looking at earlier, like the Rock Band type game. And Obscure says it's really good with hand tracking and haptic gloves. Yeah, I need to get more into hand tracking. I think Janice uses it, I think. Especially since like my controllers are always fucked up. Everything's fucked up. All the time. Why is everything fucked up? All right. Chill out, Brian. This next one is something that's kind of exciting me. This next news story, I'm sorry. I am just babbling right here. This next news story kind of excites me. You guys already know. You've probably already seen me accidentally click on this by mistake. But this is a game that we've talked about many times on here. There's this game called I Expect You to Die. There's part 2. And now it looks like there's part 3. This game just looks so much fun. It's like it's kind of like a James Bond mixed with solving mysteries, solving puzzles. It's got a fun sense of humor to it. Anyways, this game I guess is coming out. They're the developer, the people that make Among Us, which is one of the biggest games ever. They also make this series. And today they announced that part 3, Cog in the Machine, the 3rd installment in this award-winning action puzzle franchise, is coming out. And it's coming later this year to Quest 2, Quest Pro. Wow, that's it? Nope. Is it coming to PC? Yeah, it's coming to PC. It has to be. I Expect You to Die 3 will introduce a new series of spy-themed puzzles designed to keep you on your toes. Let's just watch the trailer. You know how it goes. See how I made it rhyme? Ha ha ha, I'm Brian. All right. Oh, it's bartender game.
Agent Phoenix, I dare say you and I are back on the job. We'll start you off with something simple.
Hey, you must be from the agency. Just shout if you need anything. Actually, don't shout. I'll be right here.
Warning, structural integrity failing. If this is an emergency, please stay calm.
You're running out of time, Agent. Evacuation protocols for our agents are happening around the world. Nothing can ever just be easy, can it? That's the Agent Phoenix I know and work with.
There you go. That looks fun like always. It says it's coming out 2023. It's also on Steam. Cool. Meta Quest 2. Interesting, they don't say the Quest 1 down here on the actual video. That looks great. There you go. Okay, guys. Yonder Wizard says, just so you know that every second I'm here, I am wanting to play Hogwarts Legacy. He is addicted to Hogwarts Legacy. And Yonder has been streaming every single night till like 10 a.m. If you watched yesterday's episode of Virtual Redban, you know I was kind of in the same situation yesterday. I was just all fucked up and tired. But I had a good sleep last night. I slept in till pretty late. Then I woke up and I had some chicken tendies. And then I took a nap for an hour. So I'm good. I got even a nap after eating chicken tendies. Isn't that so funny, being a grown adult? I want some chicken tendies. Yeah. All right, guys. If you're new here, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button. It helps me out. It's just right there. Just fucking hit that like button, please. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live, because a lot of these episodes get deleted. But if you want to watch a lot of those episodes, you could always become a member on my YouTube page. It's $5 a month. I also add extra videos, and we're going to do some other fun stuff in there soon. You get a fun little emoji or whatever for your chat. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. This is the end of part 1. And if you're new here, you're like, what, part 1? This is in 2 different parts? Yeah, it's the dumbest idea ever. But you'll see. I'm just doing some research right now. But this stream is about to turn off. And if you're watching on Twitter, you better go to youtube.com or twitch.tv/Redban and watch over there, because when part 2 starts, you're not going to see part 2 on Twitter. Because it's just me playing virtual reality with a bunch of friends, talking shit, doing crazy stuff. And if you want to know what the virtual reality looks like, there's a good example in the background. See how crazy that looks? Isn't that crazy? But in about 10 minutes, I'm going to I'm going to go live again, pretty much. Oh, wait a second. I just thought of something. I'm going to take that photo I made in Mid-Journey, and I'm going to put it into Photoshop. Hold on a second. And I'm going to make that the thumbnail for part 2. So do the top or the bottom? Yeah, I'll do a little of both. Nope. There we go. I'll do that right there. Okay. So in about 10 minutes, guys, I will be back in virtual reality for part 2. We're going to hold on. This is the weird, uncomfortable part where I actually make the poster or the thumbnail for the second part live, so that I don't have to do it. So it helps me out, because if I do this right now, because then you guys can prepare yourself. You can hit, it takes a lot of you guys a while to hit subscribe. Hold on. What should I call part 2? Oh, yeah, just do VR. Yep, and it's done. And just in time for my watch to give me a heart rate thing. That's weird. That happened last time at the exact same time. Must be something with Photoshop. My heart races when I'm doing Photoshop, because it's a race against time, because I know people are watching me do this. Oh my God. There has to be a thing, Apple, when it's a race against time when doing Photoshop. So I know you're saying that I'm just sitting here, but it's a race against time. I'm doing, Photoshop fast right now. Okay, that's a good thumbnail. All right, guys, in 10 minutes, check back. Just, refresh the page on my YouTube page or on my Twitch page, and there should be a new episode going live. Or even better yet, don't be silly. I will post a new link on my Twitter right when I end this. And we'll start in about 10 minutes, all right? So grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, make a baby, eat some chicken tendies. I'm closing tabs right now. But anyways, come back in 10 minutes for part 2 of Virtual Redban in virtual reality.